Don't worry about it.
I can some because I never heard about it.
No.
آكلون من شجرة من زقوم.
لآكلون من شجرة من زقوم فمالئون منها البطون فشاربون عليه من الحميم فشاربون شرب الهيم هذا نزلهم يوم الدين. You want to know about their dinner time at hellfire? Allah said, I'll let you know. They eat from these thorny trees and needles and try to chew them and swallow them, and they just scratch everywhere and make it bloody everywhere. And he said, فَمَالِئُونَ مِنْهَا الْبُطُونَ. They have full of their stomach out of it. And then a steamed water comes to drink with it. And that's يَسْخَرُ مَا فِي بُطُونِهِمْ until the point where everything inside just melted because of that. And so that is called cursed. All right? It's something bad or the worst thing you expect. But this is some people in hellfire. This is nuzuluhum. This is their dinner in hellfire. Okay, finish 60?
Read it again.
Yeah.
And remember what Allah told you. Verily, your Rabb, your Lord has encompassed mankind. They are in Allah's grip. And Allah made not the vision which Allah showed you, Ya Muhammad, as an actual eyewitness and not as a dream on the night of Isra. But for a trial for mankind, and likewise the accursed tree, Zakum, mentioned in the Quran. Allah has warned and made them afraid, but it only increases them in nothing but disbelief and
So he
disobedience.
said, I mean, the grip of Allah, well, you didn't know that you're going to die? Well, then that's you are in his grip, because the time comes, just grab you, okay, go. And when you see people, go to the cemetery. Cemetery is growing beyond your imagination, our cemetery. Really? It was just very little and few in the corner. Now it is almost half or more within just these few months. Oh, there are 10 graves. So, ahata means you are in his hand, and when the time comes, takes you just like that, from here and put you there. And other way of his grip, can we just have another planet? The earth is becoming so bad, right? Earth is becoming polluted, crowded, crime, bad things. Can we move to another apartment? Or another settlement? Or another place? So we are tired of it. Just like here. You live here, say, okay, you can move to Florida or Phoenix or Seattle or some other place. But the earth, all of it become bad. Can we move to another settlement, another planet? Allah said, you are in his grip. Where are you going to go? Where do you think you can go? Where? Absolutely, you can go nowhere. وإذ قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا إلا إبليس قال أأسجد لمن خلقت طينا قال أرأيتك هذا الذي كرمت علي لئن أخرتني إلى يوم القيامة لأحتركن ذريته إلا قليلا قال اذهب فمن تبعك منهم فإن جهنم جزاؤكم جزاء موفورا واستفزز من استطعت منهم بصوتك وأجلب عليهم بخيلك ورجلك وشاركهم في الأموال والأولاد وعدهم وما يعدهم الشيطان إلا غرورا إن عبادي ليس لك عليهم سلطان وكفى بربك وكيلا. Now to 65, all the story of Shaitan again in a different way in this context. So whenever the story of Shaitan with Adam presented in a different context. We are here in a different context. What is it? The Quran called for that which is the best. And Allah has mentioned to us some reasons might take us away. Or compare any other column in the call to the call of the Quran. You will find Quran call for that which is the best in this life and the hereafter. In this regard, Allah said one of those anti-Quran, they can call him Iblis. Well, he calls for that which is the worst. Quran calls for that which is the best. Anti-Quran, an anti-human being, anti-Adam is Iblis. And he calls for that which is the worst or the bad. Basically the evil. So listen to the story and then how here there are dimensions, new ones, that were not mentioned in previous time. Okay. Go ahead.
And remember, when Allah said to the Malaika, the angels, prostrate yourselves unto Adam, they prostrated themselves except Iblis, Shaitan. He said, Shaitan, should I prostrate myself to one whom you created from clay?
Okay, that's his argument. Just one statement. Well, Allah said we said, okay, Iblis again, the story of Iblis. Iblis was created before Adam. And Allah has created many other creatures before Adam. Some of them were on earth, some of them not on earth. And those who were on earth, as we know, like dinosaurs and like those apes and monkeys and all those, looks like human beings, but they were kind of different creatures. This is all before Adam. And then life being reset. All creatures on earth were zero, destroyed, finished, and then new cycle of life on earth started with Adam. So Allah created Adam, fashioned him, and examined him, tested him, he performed, and he showed excellence, superiority over all the other creatures around him. So Allah told the angels, Iblis was among them, but he is not from them. He was made out of fire, and he was among the creatures who were on earth before Adam. And then the rest of them taken to heaven, just like prisoner of war, taken to good environment, basically put in jail where they cannot commit more crime. Where on earth, Iblis, free. Iblis has free will, has a choice. So they made a lot of corruption here. Allah destroyed life, all of it, and some of them Allah has taken and put them in heaven. One of them is Iblis. So the angels themselves, they have no ability to choose. Iblis has the power to choose. And here when Allah said bow and Iblis refused, it doesn't mean that Iblis was rebellious, has more power and authority to reject Allah. No, Allah shown us that Iblis have the freedom to choose and was allowed to choose not to bow. That's it, basically. It doesn't mean it's a conflict or he's committing a coup. All right, he's becoming God. Absolutely not. All right, it is just Allah to show us that those angels and this Iblis and this Adam, you have to understand the difference. Adam was superior in one thing, which is the knowledge. Adam is superior to all other creatures in knowing and understanding and gaining knowledge and creating knowledge and benefiting from knowledge. Iblis has the will to choose to obey or not. And Allah showed us that He chosen at this time not to bow. And Allah said, this is His right. This is what He was made of. What He was made to. And Allah is showing us that you can follow Him if you want to. Because you have the same power and the same intellect. If you want to refuse, you are free to refuse. And we see humanity on earth. They deny God, said fine. It's your capability. You can deny it. So what is the argument here? Iblis has made different statement, but here he made another statement. قال أأسجد لمن خلقت طينا. How he made it in English? Because
should I prostrate myself to one whom you created from clay?
yeah. Well, he's not shy. He was not questioning. He was rejected. Yeah.
You expect me?
Asjud.
I am better.
Right. That is, in one way, he is inferring, I'm the master. You want me to clean the shoes of this slave? That's exactly how he's saying. I am of great status. I am of great origin and nature. You want me to change this slave's shoes? This something so low. He said clay, dirt, mud, felt. It means it's not making sense to me. It's unlogical. It's not acceptable. Okay? Said, أَأَسْجُدُ لِمَنْ خَلَقْتَ طِينًا قَالَ. And then he went on, because Iblis has put another statement. What he said? Second statement.
The next verse.
Oh, yeah.
Iblis, Shaitan said, see, this one whom you have honored above me, if you give me respite on the day of resurrection, I will surely seize and mislead his offspring, all but a few.
So, then he realized that this creature that he was looking down upon is superior and more preferred and favored amongst him. He said, and that is take like an oath and commitment and vow that God, you see this better, superior, excellent CEOs, I will show you how I'm going to he said what? أَحْتَنِكَنَّ, take them my way, all his offsprings except few. Now, look, Iblis, he knows that these creatures, why he limit his power? By himself. Allah didn't say he can take them all away. He stated and put limit on his capability. He said, I will snatch his offspring my way except few. How did he realize his limit? Huh? I mean, Allah didn't say you can't, or you can take them all. No. He said, I am determined. I vow. And I am confident I will take his offsprings my way except few. So he knows that he has limit, and he knows what? There are some of these offsprings of Adam. They just basically, the shaitan cannot get to them in any way. Absolutely, they are protected. They are alert. They are armed. They are trained. They are fighters. They are knowledgeable. They are connected to Allah and the hereafter. Shaitan knows he has no way to get them off that track they have taken. And that's from day one. He said few, but few in his eyes, too many. So, yeah, I mean, few, is the word few doesn't mean really, really few. It means small portion, but also small portion, this is really big. You know, you get, when you have followers, you get conceited. Really. You think I got everybody here. Ask those leaders, the politicians. All cancers in my sight. Maybe few they don't like me. But in reality, it's not true. It's just when you go to a rally or to a campaign and you see the hall is full, and whole crowd is screaming, all Kansas is here in my support. Maybe few just that's how we saw it. That's Khalil is not Khalil real. Is a lot. In his views, he will have a big crowd. And that big crowd will make him feel like, 90% is with me. But in reality, it's not. And this is how it is, really. You think, if you are anywhere, if you are a player, or if you are an actor, if you are a singer on concert, and you are on the stage, and all this 80,000, He thinks that's the whole world is there.
Yep.
There's nothing else left. That's how Iblis said, all I'm going to get them. Maybe few, and they are not significant to me, I don't care, I will not get them. But in reality, it's not true, what he's saying. Because Allah says in the Quran, majority will go to Jannah. 2/3 of humanity will go to Jannah. So, قال أرأيتك, but he is talking to Allah direct. أرأيتك, have you seen, Ya Allah, have you seen these creatures that you preferred over me, made him superior to me? I'm going to show you how I can get him very bad. إلا قليلا. أحتنكا. Now the word أحتنكا, what he said? What is it?
I will surely seize and mislead his offspring.
Seize and mislead. أحتنكا من الحنكة. الحنكة is, what is حنكة? Anybody knows? Not حنكة.
الحنكة or the...
الحنكة.
الحنكة means sharp.
Yeah.
No,
Genius.
It's savvyism.
Okay, maybe savvyism. All right. So he said, yeah, I mean, Hinka, I have very powerful smart tricks where I can mislead them, grab them, attract them, tempt them. That is what's Hinka. Basically, really, that all those called artists, their qualities is Hinka. He's able to sustain the crowd, focus on him and interested in him. If he doesn't have that talent or that skill to sustain the crowd as focused on him, he's gonna lose them.
He has his own way to get your attention.
Right, he's gonna lose them. So Iblis has a way to retain the attention of the crowd focused on him. That is what he said. لَأَحْتَنِكَنَّ ذُرِّيَّتَهُ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. And you can tell from that, when Hinkam is, as we said, is a trick, is a skill, is a talent, is...
So the basic word is hinka.
نعم. An example? Anybody knows? Let's say when you watch sports, somebody playing, it may be soccer or football, Americans or this one. These kids, they have hink. Something's not in the book. Something was not told by the coach.
Charisma.
He come to that condition and realized the right move.
God-gifted talent, that's what.
Okay, that's why he showed the guy,
Right.
I'm going to throw it to the basket. And he made him believe, I'm going to throw it to the basket, and he throw it to his friend on the back. And that, so you are focused on him. We're going to prevent him from throwing the ball to the basket. And then he is trying to entice you, that is hinka. And make you believe really he's going to do it and you are ready to stop it. And he just throw it to the one on his back.
Right.
Okay.
Con artist, you could be hinka, for example. If you are a good con artist, you could be, that's hinka too. What Sheikh Muhammad said, I disagree with him. This is when you play soccer or something, that's like some, clever or something, But hinka means, even Nassab, con artist, you could be Muhammad too. I mean, you cannot fool around with him. He's too smart. I mean, getting this and bringing this, a lot of people doesn't know about those ways. Even when you play around the law, it's hinka too,
So basically, that is what is hinka. You, as we say, you mislead. You entice, you tempt, you make them believe something that you are really definitely are not going to do it. But they come to the point where they believe you are going to do it. That is hinka. And the shaitan, that's what he's trick really today. And as قال لأحتنكن ذريته إلا قليلا. So Allah told him, and so we need to be aware of that. That's what the shaitan said. His effective tools is hinka, means fool you, basically. He is able to fool you. Whenever you are focusing on him, he is able to fool you. But if you ignore him, you don't focus on him, he can do nothing. If he is the focus of your attention, he will fool you. But if you say, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem," and he is not in your attention, in your focus, he can do nothing to you. Because you don't even give him attention. Okay?
Isn't it that among the jinn, those who are good, they have one privilege over us because they can see the bad jinns among them. They can see the shaitan, but for us, we cannot see them. Right? So, in this sense, the among jinn, the good ones, they have one privilege over mankind.
They are. But as we said, they are guided. They are guided, they have to do their work and not to interfere with mankind. Whether we are doing bad or good, supposedly not to interfere in our affairs. Jinn, the righteous one, they are instructed not to interfere in our affairs, whether it is good or bad. Now, the bad jinn, they play around and interfere in our affairs because they want to, just as we said, they want to take us away.
Yeah.
And that is by himself is a sinning. Because Allah has told it, you human being and your jinn, you're supposed not to interfere in one another.
Sheikh, I hate to interrupt you. My father told me every human being is protected by 7 angels from jinn people.
From shaitan. Yes, but we said only if you made shaitan a focus of your attention, then he will get the way to trick. طيب لأحتنكن ذريته إلا قليل قال اذهب فمن تبعك منهم فإن جهنم جزاؤكم جزاء موفورا. Allah is not angry, Allah is not mad, Allah is not thinking He is threatened, Allah is not thinking at all that Iblis, He said, fine, this is good, that's what you want to do, go and do it. Yeah? 63.
Allah said, go.
Go.
And whosoever of them follows you, then follows you surely. Hell, Jahannam, will be the recompense of you all, an ample recompense.
Now, actually Allah told him, go beyond ahtanikan. Go beyond your tricks. Allah told him, I'll give you more tools, more effective tools. And here, 2-3 tools. What's this?
And be fooled, deceive them gradually, those whom you can among them with your voice, your enticement, such as songs and music. Make assaults on them with your cavalry and your infantry. Share with them wealth and children by tempting them to earn money by illegal ways, usury, by committing zina, and make promises to them. But Shaitan promised them nothing but deceit.
This is the talk of Allah to the Shaitan. Tell him what?
And before
give him elaboration and extend his authority and his power and means and ways. You go beyond this. Here you are permitted to do beyond this. Yeah.
And befool them gradually, those whom you can among them with your enticement, your voice.
Enticement and voice. How can احتنكن he said قال استفزز من استطعت منهم بصوتك. So your voice is an effective way to basically fool them. استفزز and تستخف بهم, to fool them. And what we see today? Really the voice, which is all these singing, is there are people, they can't live without music. I mean, it makes you relax.
High.
Huh?
Makes you high,
And
relax.
makes you relax, all right. And this is how the voices of Allah said, if you are normal, only the voices of reciting Quran will make you high.
Yes.
Or will make you really in a state of tranquility and relaxation.
Yes.
All this is gonna numb you.
Yes.
The music is going to numb you, real. alert part of you, but the rest of the body is numb. And then when it is over, what do you think?
No.
Turn the music again, because he can't anymore stay without it. And you want it over and over and over. So that is, he said, استفزز من استطعت منهم بصوتك. And that is basically all related to good voice and singing and whatever means of voice, acting and music, all this is voice, not just the singing by itself. The music by itself is a sound, kind of sound. These are means to numb them and to basically fool them. استفزز استخف بهم. At that time, the word استخف means they are minimally using their rational and their mind.
Istafiz, I think Sheikh Muhammad, istafiz means you make somebody angry.
Yeah, but this is not here not that meaning, because in your voice, basically there are two voices, the harsh and the mean and the loud make you angry. Well, that is istafiz too. But istafiz, you start to defend and to fight back. And there is another istafiz, which is, as we said, like music, where you respond, seductive, all right? When you listen to it, you just want some more, and you get into different words, and basically you lower the stress of your mind because you don't want to use your mind. So istafiz in two ways. Istafiz means aggravate you, you stand up to fight me back. Shaitan will never want you to fight him back. Never. Istafiz you is just in a seductive way to be attracted and ask for more and become really dependent on it. That is what it is. So, and here Allah said, استفزز من استطعت منهم بصوتك وأجلب عليهم بخيلك ورجلك. He said, you can add what? You can, beside that,
and before them graduate those whom you can with your voice, make assault on them with your military, your cavalry, your infantry. Share with them your wealth and children by tempting them to earn money illegally, such as riba, committing zina, so on and so forth, and make promises to them. But Shaitan promises nothing but deceit.
well, listen to the, okay, how many? First one, he said, أحتنكا. And Allah told him, beyond أحتنكا, استفزز. And third, اجلب عليهم. Fourth, شاركهم. Fifth, وعدهم. 5 means, beside, the one he claimed, أحتنكا, said, fool you, trick you. But Allah told him, you can go more and do استفزز من استطاع. Seductive voices is yours. And then أجلب عليهم, pressure them and attack them with all your power and might. And sometimes in collaboration with human beings. Okay? And the third one, شاركهم في الأموال والأولاد. شاركهم means be partner with them in their children and their wealth. If basically, if the wife and husband are not really righteous and conscious of Allah, and they say Bismillah and ask Allah to protect their offspring and so on and so forth, Shaitan will have part of it. And we can see today there are children, they just reject their parents.
Yes.
Because the Shaitan has partners with their parenthood in them. And they just basically, that is sharikum. A child will have two fathers. One of them is the human and the other one is the shaitan. And the reasons, because you have not have the iman and the purity and the intention and the etiquette Allah has ordered you to do so. So you permit the shaitan to share with you, to basically put some of the qualities that he wants to have in those children, and that's why they are rebellious to everyone. They don't recognize, they don't appreciate anything, or they recognize nothing, no authority. They recognize no authority. Father, mother, teachers, school, government, police, they do not. And they have been partners with shaitan. And man, we know that man is whatever you earn from haram or riba or interest or so on and so forth. That is also partner. You are making partnership with the shaitan. وَشَارِكُمْ فِي الْأَمْوَالِ. And the last one is promise them. And as we know, we are having hope, and that hope being enforced by the promise of the shaitan, and makes it, oh well, only maybe this year, only maybe next year, only maybe if you get this more haram will be okay. If you go to if you go to the casino and gamble, you're gonna have $10,000, $20,000 in a minute. And so promise them something that they are going to gain and earn. And sometimes they might. But Allah said all of this, basically, in the Day of Judgment, is going to be a cumulative sense on you. And all of this will evaporate. The shaitan will say, as we know, shaitan will say, I didn't force anyone to do whatever. Yes, I tempted you, I enticed you, I seduced you, but still the decision was yours fully.
Yes.
I didn't chain your hand, I didn't force you, I didn't put you in jail, I did not do any physical restraining on you. You have made the decision. To listen to me and to follow me. So you better take the responsibility of your decisions.
Yes.
I am there to basically to mislead you. But no one can mislead you if you don't listen to them. I mean, how anybody can mislead you unless you trust them, unless you listen to them, unless you admire them, unless you follow them. But no one can mislead you. And you are fully able to basically eliminate his mischief. Wallahu alam. And that's why Allah said 65.
Verily, my ibad, my slaves, the true believers, the mu'min, you have no authority over them, and all sufficient is Allah as your guardian.
The people with iman and sincerity, iman, many people now, they misunderstand iman. Iman means true, complete knowledge of Allah. And iman means desire to implement that knowledge, motivation, determination, energy to implement that knowledge. That's what iman is. It's not just because Iblis has all the knowledge, but he has no motivation, no energy, no desires, does not see any good in that knowledge. And that's why he repelled. It's not enough. Iman means all of this together. That I know something, I love it. I have the desire to get it, to practice it, to act upon it, and I have energy to continue that path and that trend. That is what's iman. Totally. The knowledge, the motivation, the faith, the belief, the desire, the determination, the energy to act upon that knowledge. That is what is iman. So Allah said, إِنَّ عِبَادِي لَيْسَ لَكَ عَلَيْهِمْ سُلْطَانٌ. My true slave servant, you have no authority on them. Okay, from the beginning, Shaitan has no authority whatsoever. And for example, prophets and so many other good, righteous people. And you have to understand that you can be free from the denomination and effect of Shaitan. You can be free if you attain these qualities. Be ibad. Be someone who is true servant of Allah. And he said, وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ وَكِيلًا. Second, take him, Allah, as your protector. Always, توكلت على الله وعليه فليتوكل المؤمنون. توكل المتوكلون. So makes him your protector and guardian from the shaitan. Allah said, kafa. What is kafa? Sufficient. He is sufficient protector, means you can be free of the effect and influence of shaitan so long you fulfill this. Ibad, you are among his servant and you take him as your protector and guardian. That is sufficient for you to be protected from all these influences of shaitan, that there are six of them. But if you don't take these two, then one of these will hit you. One of these shaitanic influence will affect you. Jazakumullah khair. Inshallah, we'll see you next week. We'll continue the rest of the surah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. If you have